Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Josh, and today we have another Anatomy of a Fake episode. Today we're going to cover fake Tommy Hilfiger. Let's get into it. So it has been my experience after many years of full-time thrifting that Tommy Hilfiger is one of, if not the most faked and bootlegged clothing line there has ever been. I find more Tommy fakes and bootlegs than I find anything. Now there is a little bit of discrepancy here between what is a fake and what is considered bootleg. Fake is where you find an item that exists already in the Tommy Hilfiger or any other brand's lineup, and you try to duplicate it and pass it off as one of those. Bootleg is a little bit different. It's sort of in the realm of fan art to some degree, where somebody sort of remixes and sort of rethinks a bit of the brand that they're trying to imitate's design, and create something that's new and different and unique, but still not authorized or legit. Today we're going to be looking at a bootleg. This is a bootleg, like heavier sweatshirt material. It sort of feels like a sweatshirt. It's a little bit heavier, but maybe it's just a shirt. And we're going to look at some of the reasons that this guy right here is fake. And why it's a bootleg and how we can tell. The first thing you should always look at when trying to determine whether your item is fake or not is go straight to the tag. This is going to basically tell us everything we need to know about this particular piece. But you go here and it says Hope Sportswear, made in the USA. There's nothing Tommy Hilfiger. And if you've watched our previous videos, like you can see in the eye above, you're looking to see that vintage Tommy flag as the logo and the tag. Here, we do not have that at all. After we look at the tag, we want to look at the general design. Here it says Tommy and spell out, and it's got the flag right here. It says Sport USA Pro Sport. Well, let me give you a hint. None of that area right there has really anything to do with Tommy's typical design. This spell out right here makes sense. This is sort of something that Tommy has done in the past, but Sport USA doesn't make sense. In fact, there are no designs of Tommy Pro Sport. There are Tommy Sport Tech or Tommy Sport. Another one you see a lot that is fake is Tommy Sports with an S at the end. That is not a design that Tommy Hilfiger has really ever used. It is it's perhaps the most common Tommy bootleg fake that you see out there is Tommy Sports. This is just Tommy and it has Pro Sport, so it's like even a second tier. It's like a second tier fake, unfortunately. But why I buy this stuff, I don't know. I just try to get it, and it's kind of fun to collect some of the bootleg stuff that you find. But Sport USA, that's not a Tommy Hilfiger logo design that you'll find on any legitimate Tommy Hilfiger stuff. So you can immediately start to be suspicious that this is not right just from the design. The next thing you want to check is the buttons. Look at them. See if the buttons have Tommy's logo or spell out on them, somehow stamped on them. If they're not and they're just blank, that's a bad sign. You don't want to touch it. That's what we have here. Next, we'll check the interior of the garment. We'll see that the stitching on the back is sort of wonky. It clearly looks homemade. It's got all this extra material that Tommy Hilfiger from the factory would not have. You can see all this little paper mache sort of thing around the Tommy. That is not a sign of a legitimate Tommy Hilfiger shirt or any garment. And maybe what you first notice from the get-go is that this just does not feel like a quality piece of clothing. Tommy Hilfiger is not considered a luxury brand, but they do make their stuff well enough to be sold in stores. This does not feel well constructed. The material is really poor. It's, just because it has wear though doesn't mean it's not legitimate, but it's just, you can definitely see that this is just not a garment that a professional like Tommy Hilfiger would actually ever release. The materials just don't feel right at all. Again, there is some debate over bootleg versus fake, obviously, but you do want to know what you have. Make sure that you're not passing off a fake or a bootleg as something real. I see that on eBay all of the time, where people put up items that they don't really know much about, and they try to pass it off as legitimate. You don't want to do that. That'll get you in trouble. Your customers won't like it. Now, if someone's looking for a bootleg specifically because they just thought the bootleg looked dope, well, that's fine. I have lots of bootlegs in my collection that I've picked up in stores over the years, and I like collecting them. They're kind of fun. But you don't want to pass them off if you're trying to sell them as something that they are not. Well, I hope some of that was helpful for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.